One of the most feared things about real estate is picking up the phone to prospect, most commonly known as cold calling. We have been paralyzed by the fear of what people might say that will cripple our pitch, break us down, and cower down with a tail between our legs. The most obvious question that few stop and ask is why. In this video, we deconstruct the simple practice of cold calling. Can we get past the piercing words of a perfect stranger that will inevitably fall in our way when we cold call? By dissecting the reason for the fear, together we will overcome an imaginary roadblock. Here are 4 success tips to implement before you sit down to cold call. Success tip number 1, omnipresence. As a realtor, most of your job is talking to as many people as possible and every day. This is made incredibly easy with online communication platforms. And omnipresence is faster and easier than one face-to-face interaction. When you decide to call, it's a lot easier to sell to your potential client if you have a huge online presence. By branding yourself online, reminding prospects of how to find you is as simple as saying, just Google me. You are everywhere looking like the professional that they want to work with. Success tip number 2, play the numbers game. Make it your mission to dial as many numbers as you can within a 60-minute period. Eliminating time wasters, excuses for not getting through to someone, and knocking out that fear of rejection. If you go into your cold calling time with this mindset and time crunch, you will absolutely see more results. Not only will you get more listings, you will get better and better with each and every call. No matter your skill level, it all comes back around to numbers. If you're a beginner in cold calling, your closing rate might be 1 appointment for every 100 calls. However, it's easy to make 100 calls per day. So an appointment a day can be made very easily. Success tip number 3, start at the top. Believe it or not, those who are willing to sell homes at a higher price point are easier to talk with. Why? Because their phone isn't ringing off the hook like a $200,000 home seller. And since most realtors tend to shoot for the lower price points anywhere from $150,000 to $500,000, you'll have less competition calling million-dollar sellers. You want to dominate and compete with as few realtors as possible, so it's best to start with the highest price points first. Success tip number 4, positive affirmations. It's not easy for most of us to simply pick up a phone and ask people to let us sell their homes. It takes a certain kind of mindset to be able to pull this off. Here's a tip. You're not going to die from cold calling. They cannot fire you if you're not their agent. You have absolutely nothing to lose. So just get your confidence right and go for it. For more agent success tips, visit our agent site, followmerealty.me. Follow Me Realty, the agent's brokerage.